That's I love your character, and it's his dynamic. He has so many aspects, his family, and also just trying to figure out what's going on in the world. But I wanted to know, on your opinion, what's your favorite part of your character?
It's his single-minded dedication for the greater good. You know, so much so that, you know, when someone becomes, it's almost like he becomes the job, you know what I mean? I think we have a glimpse of his life, and that his family life is a bit in tatters, but he's just kind of so driven about what he needs to do, and it's, you know, the weight of the world is on his shoulders, and he bears it and carries it.
And what do you think people love? Why do you think people love sci-fi so much?
Well, it's just something that's kind of like a little bit of a leap closer to us, or sometimes it kind of we like to be transported somewhere otherworldly. But I think this is kind of a bit more of a philosophical sci-fi, or yet also rooted in real science. So it's a bit science fiction or something like that point. But you know, when we look at these kind of visors that we have in the in the series, you know, we're not that you know, far off from them. You know, with all these kind of, like, I don't know what they call those Apple what are they called, like like those Oculus or the so we're just a little bit you know, a little step closer from that. So it just makes us all kind of connect with that, I think. Yeah.
The show also has so much humanity in it, and I love that it brings in LGBTQ and just different cultures. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, we represent the world, you know. I mean, this is it about, you know, someone's faithful for this decision that caused this butterfly cataclysmic event that, with a possible end of time, you know, when, you know, humanity is faced with, like, this looming existential threat. We do need to sort of unify in order to come together. Yeah.
And my final question, if you were face to face with an alien, how do you think you would react?
Well, we're all, I don't, it's a deep intake of breath. Yeah, it's kind of I mean, what have we seen? I mean, there's a lot under the sea, though, that's, you know, like when people go a few miles down and then all of a sudden, I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah.
That's my face. Ooh. I don't know if that's
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. But I don't know who says we come in peace, but I think we definitely have to come together, you know, and work on ourselves and evolve, you know? Yeah. And put a big capital H on humanity.
Yes. Well, thank you so much.
Congratulations. Cheers. Bye.
Wonderful to talk to you.
I am very excited for everyone to finally see this. We filmed this, a year and a half, 2 years ago? So it's been a long process, and I knew it was going to be great. Working with David and Dan was the experience of a lifetime, and Alex. So I'm just eager to share this with the world, and for the world to see how, you know, they created such a wonderful project. They put their heart and soul into it. I'm excited for people to see that.
And it really shows. It's a great show.
Did you see it?
Yes, I watched it. It's amazing. I'm so excited.
Glad you
I
saw
know.
All 1 through 8. Did you binge?
Oh yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
I would get confused if I didn't. Like, I had to keep hold of all the storylines.
I agree. I don't know how people can just watch one and then stop and then watch another.
Right.
This one definitely, I knew what was going to happen. And I literally was like this. I stayed up till 4 a.m.
They're also really good at cliffhangers in this one.
Aren't they?
Yeah. So if you're not going to
watch cliffhangers. Well, David, Dan, and Alex, come on. That's their specialty. Yes, absolutely.
I don't know how much you can tell us about your character, because there's a lot of...
Is this before or after?
If you want to say something, I won't post it till after, but can you tell us just a little bit about her and what you love about her?
What I love about is you're never sure what you're going to get from her. She's a not a she's a shapeshifter. Yeah. And she's unpredictable and yet very predictable when you consider her background. I think she has good intentions. I'm sorry, but I do. And she always keeps you guessing, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Weren't you surprised by some of her decisions?
I'm still surprised, honestly.
Me too. They're such wonderful writers. I feel so grateful for them.
And I have to ask, if you were face to face with an alien, how do you think you would react?
Oh, God. Okay, so if I wasn't alone and I was face to face with an alien, I think I would want to interact because that's a rare opportunity, right? You'd be stupid to run.
I think so. Yeah, as long as they didn't immediately show a threat.
Yeah, if they didn't zap me or something, then I would.
Hi and learn some stuff about.
Yes, because they're different, and people who are different, sometimes you can, grow from finding out about the differences. As long as they don't zap me or they're not too unattractive.
Well, congratulations. Thank you so much. I'm great. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you.
I'm so excited to just be here and be seeing all of this. How are you feeling about it?
Pretty excited too. It feels like a very long time. We started this show in October 21, so it's been like two and a half years in the making. So to finally get it on, have our big premiere here, have people come and see it for the first time. Yeah, it feels like we've been heading towards this for quite a while, and it just feels great to be here.
Absolutely, and I'm a big fan of your character. He's such a fun guy, but I have to know, what is your favorite part about playing him?
I'll tell you something, playing Jack Rooney, it was like a holiday from all of my insecurities and my kind of lack of confidence. David and Dan wrote the part for me and said it was based on me, and it is a part of me, but Jack Rooney is the part of me that I wish I was all the time. I wish I was that confident. I wish I was that comfortable in myself, kind of forthright in my opinions. I just wish that, I think if everybody lived life a bit like Jack Rooney lives his, there'd be a lot more happiness in the world, I think.
Absolutely. And you've worked with this team before, these creators. How was it reuniting with them and being on another project?
It was very flattering to be asked back. Game of Thrones had hundreds of people in it, and there are 5 Game of Thrones actors in this show. See if you can spot them. And yeah, it's just really flattering, and I'd have done anything for them. They asked me to be in it before they even told me what the series was. They said, we're adapting this thing and we'd like you to be in it. Do you want to do it? And I didn't really need to know any more than that. Like, as soon as they asked me, it was the easiest yes in my career. And over 3 years later, here we are.
Yeah. I have to ask, if you were face to face with an alien, how would you react?
Well, I wouldn't see them as an enemy straight off the bat. I'd try and welcome them. I'd try and reason with them. And I think we'd get along great.
Would you have a question, like just a fun question you might ask?
I'd say something a bit like, well, I'll tell you what I'd say to them. Speaking as an alien, and speaking as you, what colour do you think this suit is? Green. Because I'm badly colourblind, and I only found out it was green about 20 minutes ago.
Wow.
I thought it was black.
So everyone's like, you're wearing green for St. Patrick's Day, and you're like, what do you
I'm
mean?
a bit like, yeah. No. Well, that's what I'd ask them and see what they say.
Yeah. No,
But they might have colours on their planet that we've never seen before. You can't think about that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations. How amazing is it to see this setup that they've created and see this world come to life?
Well, it's. I mean, I've done lots of premieres and launches of shows, none quite like this, which is all about influences. It's going to be interesting. Yeah.
And what really drew you to this story? It's so complex, so sci-fi. It's very out there. So what really made you want to be a part of it?
Well, all those reasons. It's something I'm not a great fan of science fiction. But when Dan and David sent me the script, I realized it was something that I'd not done anything like it before. And I'm a big fan of theirs from Game of Thrones. So I could see no reason not to do it. And I had a great time. Yeah.
Could you tell everyone who's not familiar a little bit about your character that you play?
I can tell you his name.
Okay, yeah. It's a little secret.
Mike Evans. And you'll have to watch the series to find out.
Was it hard to kind of create your character, just knowing kind of his background and whatever you can say about that?
Not difficult to create his character at all. He's a very powerful man with very strong beliefs and a very integral part of the story. Yeah.
And
so have you read the books?
I have seen the show. I have not read
the whole
books.
show? Oh, good.
Yes, so I know a
So
little
you
bit.
can tell me what it's about then.
Yes,
Good.
yes.
Cool.
My final question, your character has a little knowledge with this, which we can't say, but if you were face to face with an alien, what do you think your reaction would be?
I think I've met a few aliens in my life. It would depend on whatever form they were taking. And of course, it's very interesting the relationship Mike Evans has with, let's call them aliens, because he doesn't see them, he hears them.
Depends. the
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on the
Thank
show.
you. Thanks for letting me practice on
Yes,
you.
of course. I think it went well.
So you guys had, potentially every project at Hollywood at your footsteps being thrown at you. Why was this the one that really excited you?
The books. I mean, honestly, we all three of us separately read the books, and we all got to the end and thought, well, this is impossible to adapt. But then the challenge of that made it really exciting. And I think for all of us, it was like nothing we'd read before. And, there's so many shows being made right now. There's so much out there in all different genres, and this just felt new and fresh. So I think we were invigorated by the challenge of it. I think we were a little bit frightened of the challenge of it and just felt right, Some of it's just instinct, and it just instinctively it felt like this is the one.
No, that's exactly right. I mean, you read something and you decide this is what, because it takes years of your life, and it's a full commitment 24/7 for a long, long time, and you know it when you know it, and that was the case with these books.
Awesome. Is that a real microphone? That looks like
It is. No, I promise. It's recording.
It's like a Monopoly
I
piece.
kind of want to do karaoke with this
Go for it.
microphone.
What song?
I need some backing music. I don't have the skills to
He
do
can
it.
actually
I don't have the skills to
Can
do it a
he?
cappella.
He actually
Oh my
can.
God. I love that.
And play guitar.
What was one scene from the book that you're most excited about?
Well, there's a scene in episode 5 that's one of the ones we were very excited to shoot. A scene that people are going to see here tonight. The first scene that people are going to see here tonight is the one that first drew us in and surprised us in a horrifying but also dramatically satisfying way. So that's one that we really wanted to shoot, and we're very keen to make sure we got right.
Can I just ask, if you were face to face with an alien, what would you say to them?
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot.
What would I say? Oh God, I wouldn't say that. That's the opposite of what I would say. That's a great question. I wish I had a good answer to it. I'll come up with the answer like as soon as we walk away, and then I'll run back. Yeah. Yeah.
Alex is ready.
Look that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then run.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you guys.
Taking my card with them. Hello. I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. That's the smallest microphone in the world.
I know. It's really fun, though.
It's cool, yeah.
It's powerful, so don't worry. It'll pick it up.
All right, I believe it.
So how are you feeling being here? How is it to finally see this project come to life?
Oh my God, I mean, I feel like I was young when we started making it. It's been a while. It's been a long road. A lot of people, hundreds of people worked really hard on it, so I'm excited for people to see it.
Were you as stressed on set as I was watching the show? Because my heart rate was through the roof all the time.
I was occasionally quite stressed, yes.
About what?
Getting it right, I guess.
Yeah. Was it difficult for you to know that you were making a book adaptation and that there were going to be fans that were going to watch this?
I think first that's stressful. It means a lot to kind of get it right, and but then you kind of have to put that aside when you start doing the work. Otherwise, crippling self-doubt is always going to find its way to you on set, anyways. So you have to try and kind of limit where it comes from. Then you finish it, and then you're nervous again for people to like it. So it's sandwiched by nervousness.
I love your character. He is so sweet. But I have to ask, what was your favorite part about bringing him to life?
Probably, I learned a lot from it. It was a really profound character to play, actually. And it made me think about things in ways that I hadn't before, which is one of the reasons I love acting. I can do that. But working with Jess, working with John, Jovan, I really admire them all, and we had a lot of fun doing it. So.
If you were face to face with an alien, what do you think you would say or react? You don't even have to say anything.
Depending on what they look like.
Right.
That would determine the reaction.
Let's say they look friendly.
I'd be like, "What's up?
Yeah.
How you doing? Do you want a Corona? I don't know."
I love that. Well, thank you. Congratulations on the show.
Have a good one.
You too. Hello. I'm amazing. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I love
You
it.
look so cool.
Oh my God, thank you.
So
I was
cool.
saying that about you.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. I love it. So how are you doing? How are you feeling seeing this all come to life?
Oh, incredible. This is the best, and I'm having the most wonderful time. And everybody has worked so hard, and it's just fantastic to finally be out here.
Yeah. And I have a feeling you can't tell us too much, but what really drew you to play your character in this real project?
Oh, I really like characters where you don't quite know what's going on with them, and they're a little tricky to understand. So that was definitely it for me, and if you watch the show, you'll find out what that means.
Are you a big fan of sci-fi?
I do really like sci-fi. I've never gotten into something, when I read the book first, I was so drawn in, and I don't think I've ever been into something so much that's about space specifically, but I do actually really like it, and it's been the best time.
And if you were face to face with an alien, how would you react to seeing them?
I think my first reaction would be wanting to figure out how they communicate to try and connect. Because I think that's the best way to, like, is this a peaceful interaction? Is it going to be a violent interaction? What's this going to be? And, you know, I don't want to assume anything bad. So the best first step is how can we connect and communicate?
Yeah. What are you excited for people to see when the show finally airs?
I'm really excited for everyone to see the world inside the game. I think it's really beautiful and really cool. And for me, that was incredible to watch because when all that's shot, it's on a green screen and you can't really tell what it's going to look like. So that's really cool. And other than that, I think some of the relationships and dynamics between the characters and especially the Oxford Five is so beautiful. So I'm excited for that.
Well, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. How excited are you?
I love this.
You want to hold it? You can if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. How excited are you to be here today?
100% excitement, yes.
And what are you really excited for people to see when they finally get to watch it?
Oh my God. I want them to see everything, and I want them to just let go of their mind and just sit there and enjoy the show because it's fast and it's furious. The logic is perfect and hand in hand. I just want them to get excited after seeing the first episode.
Absolutely.
Well,
And there's such a strong theme of like humanity. So how do you think people are going to really react to seeing that and embracing that in 2024?
stop questioning right and wrong. It doesn't matter. In the end, yes, it's all about empathy is what I want to say. Yeah.
I love that. And can you tell us a little bit about your character and your favorite part of that?
Oh, she's a Gemini,
Oh, yes.
a perfectionist. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And she is a science nerd. She's crazy about science. Yeah.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
My final question, if you were face to face with an alien, how do you think you would react?
I would keep so quiet,
Yeah?
not say a word, and pretend that I'm blind.
Just hide away.
Yeah, just show my greatest respect by by keeping the distance.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Can I have your name again? Caitlin. Lovely.
I was at the junket. I met you then. Yes. Good. Long time. So I wanted to just talk a little bit about your character because I just love her so much. So can you just kind of introduce her and your favorite part of playing her?
Yeah, so I play Jin Chung. She's a particle physicist, a genius of her generation, other people's words, not hers. And she is so ambitious and so driven and so smart. But she leads through the world from her heart and from her instincts, which I love that duality about her. She's someone that is so intellectual, but at the end of the day, she moves emotionally through the world. And I think she brings a lot of heart and empathy to the show.
Just kind of speaking of heart and humanity, what are you really hoping people take away from seeing the series?
Oh, I hope that people, no matter how dark things might seem, don't give up on humanity, because we are all part of it. You know, this is us. This is our community. This is our family. This is our species. And no matter how effed up things get, I think we shouldn't give up on ourselves.
And if you were face to face with an alien, how do you think you would react?
Depends on the face.
That's what everyone's saying. I'm like, pretend they're friendly or something.
Okay. If it was,
They don't look terrified.
someone that was giving warm vibes, then I'd be like, oh, hi, like, nice to meet you. Peace, love, and can I show you around?
Yeah. I love that. Well, thank you. Congratulations on the show. Thank you
so much.
Hello. Oh my goodness. I love what you're wearing. What was the inspiration behind that?
Well, if you know the books at all, then my piece is a little bit ironic. If you know the character, it doesn't quite make sense. It's a little bit of a joke. Yeah.
Gotcha. I love that. Well, is there anything that you can tell us about your character for people who don't know?
She is a mysterious avatar in the video game. And she's got a little secret. Yeah, a little secret. Also, I love this little thing. It's so cute.
What really drew you to this project and made you want to be a part of it?
Well, definitely working with Dan and David. I'm like a huge Game of Thrones fan, so when I got the audition, I was so blown away. And also, I'm a huge sci-fi fan. I love sci-fi, and I think they really took an incredible book and made it, accessible to everyone, which is really cool. Yeah.
And this cast is so amazing. So what was your favorite part about working with all of them?
That they're all goofballs. Like, they're all so friendly. Everyone wanted to hang. Everyone wanted to, connect and bond. And I think that's it's not it's rare. I'll just say that. Yeah. Yeah.
And if you were face to face with an alien, how would you react, do you think?
Give him a kiss. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations. Congratulations on the show. This setup, everything here is so amazing. How are you feeling seeing this all come together?
I'm just really excited. We've put so much work into making this, and I just can't wait for the world to really see what we've done. I think so far the response has been great, so I'm just very excited to be here.
Absolutely, and I know audiences are going to get to see this really soon. What do you think they're going to react when they first see this?
I think the how different the show is from a lot of the sci-fi show that's been done. I think because there's so much different elements going on. I think there's something for everybody. So I think the audience will be quite surprised by that.
And what really drew you to do this project?
I think it's ultimately still the human aspect, the human story that really drew me. Especially starting off with my first two episodes, the backstory of Jovan. I think that's something that really spoke to me. So I think, on a personal angle, that is something that really touched me when I read the novel. So that's one thing that really jumped out at me right away.
And if you were face to face with an alien, what do you think your reaction would be? I know, it's hard. Who knows?
I would probably ask, what do you guys eat? Yeah, what's your food? Yeah. I'm a big foodie myself, so that's probably something that would pop into my mind right away. What do you guys eat? Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, you look wonderful. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm great.
Can we do a little spin of your dress? I'd love to see. Oh my gosh. Yes. Amazing. What was your favorite part about being a part of this project?
Definitely the people that I've been working with. So the amount of effort that Dave, Dan, and Alex have put into the show. Without them, none of this would have been possible. Being here today is amazing.
Did you have a favorite day on set?
Definitely just the first day. Seeing all of the sets and how precise everything was. Everything had to be perfect.
And if you were face to face with an alien, what do you think you would say to them?
Thank you very much.
What's your name? How are you? And what brings you here?
Those are good. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on the show.
Thank you.